If you're a regular user of YouTube, if you watch YouTube channels regularly, you've probably heard about 732,000 times that YouTube and the powers that be are really lowering the boom on the firearms channels. I recently got a chance to witness it for myself, looking at my own analytics within the last month, and lower the boom they have. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the backstory because you probably know more about it than I do, and I'm just learning, you know, at this point myself. So I'll save you a lot of time. The short story is, evidently some people are offended by certain types of content, and instead of just changing the channel or going to another video, they're complaining to YouTube. They're complaining to YouTube's advertisers, the people that you see pop-up add-ons, or the people that you used to see pop-up ads on when you watch my channel. Unfortunately, for business reasons, YouTube's response has been this massive, blanket, overwhelming, you know, shutdown of the content. And for some reason, gun channels, even channels like mine, have been targeted as offensive content of some type. So to make a long story short, you're not going to see very many ads anymore. When you do, I'm not going to see very much of that revenue anymore. So it is what it is. YouTube is a massive machine. The powers that be behind it are another massive corporation. And that small hope, that glimmer of hope that I ever had that the ad revenue would help pay for some of the expenses for this channel, that's out the window. For me, shutting down the channel just isn't an option. Sharing the craft, passing it on, getting this information out to people that want it and those that should have it is the most important thing to me. But there's no way to get around the massive expense that we have in putting these videos together and launching them. And that ad revenue looked like maybe someday, at some point, it was going to help. Now, my channel has never been a really large channel anyway, as far as revenue and income. It's helped me pay some of the bills, but it's never been enough so I had an automobile payment, or even worse, a house payment or something tied into this, and now, you know, the rug's pulled from under my feet and I'm in a bad place. I'm just in a place where it was just kind of starting to pick up speed, and it's not going to go anywhere anymore. So I think starting this Patreon family is going to help us upgrade the camera equipment that we were getting ready to do. Fortunately, we hadn't pulled the trigger on that yet. Get a covered firing line so we're not so affected by bad weather. And if you watch the channel, you know here in the state of Maine there's plenty of bad weather. So we've got some really neat ideas that we want to explore moving forward, and I want you to come along for the ride regardless of where you are on this whole issue itself. I've seen several channels that started as a free channel like this one that have gone to a pay-per-view side, and I don't like that. I don't want to do that. Some of the channels that I used to watch, I just don't see them anymore because now they're in another place, or I have a paywall that I have to go through, and I don't want to do that. So I think that Patreon is the best bet. You can follow the link, you can join the Patreon Bigshooterist community or family, and at whatever level you would like to participate, and again, this is all completely optional, but at whichever level you would like to contribute or to participate, we're going to have different perks and different rewards. So the higher the level of support, the cooler things are going to get. So it's really nice because people that don't want to pay or people that can't pay, we're gonna be here anyway. People that would like to participate but only in a small way, we've got a place there. We've got a chair at the table for you. People that can or would like to participate in a larger way, we're going to acknowledge that with some really cool perks. We're going to have some drawings, and all the perks are listed anyway right at the Patreon site. So if you would like to support us, if you would like to help us stick around and kind of get over this YouTube, Google hurdle, whatever it is, you can follow the link to patreon.com/Bigshooterist, and all of the information to join the family is there. If you don't want in, that's cool too, because you've been with me since the start, and I'm not going anywhere. And I'm glad that you're part of the family, regardless of how this shakes down. It's a free channel, it's a fun channel, and I hope that some of the things I can contribute people find beneficial. At the very least, I hope that it makes you smile. There's nothing like brass rainbows and great big mushroom clouds that make me smile, and I know there's a few more of me out there.